Okay, hey, The Amazing Truth here. This is a continuation of the study on Genesis, chapter 1, verse by verse. If you have not seen verse 1, or video 1, or verse 2, or video 2, and the answers, you might want to check those out first, because this might confuse you, because I'm diving right into verse 3. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and go right into verse 3, 4, and 5, because they all correlate together and they all come together. So again, check out verse 1 and 2, or video 1 and 2, study of Genesis. This is to prove creation over evolution. It says in Genesis chapter 1, verse 3, 4, and 5. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, and it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Now, we can break that down real quick. First of all, if you saw video 2 or verse 2, or read verse 2, it said there was the earth, it was without form and void, and darkness. So there was already darkness, there was already the earth, and there was already water flooding the earth before Adam and Eve. We haven't even got to Adam and Eve yet. So in verse 3, 4, and 5, now God says, okay, let's separate the light from the darkness in chapter 2. Verse 2, sorry. And so he did. Now, and then it's funny enough, okay, a lot of people just read over this, they race right over it, and oh, wow, yeah, I've heard that. But a lot of our traditions go so fast, we don't stop to really think about it. It says that God divided the light from the darkness. The darkness was already there. We don't know how long, it was just there. So now he divided the light from the darkness, and then he called it day and night. And what do we call it still today? Day and night. Isn't that awesome? Pretty straightforward to me. That little thing there gives me a little bit more proof to my faith in God, because we still call it day and night. And God called it day and night. Kind of funny, huh? And people want to argue kind of funny things all the time. Trivial. And it says, and he made the first day evening, and the morning was the first day. So now let me ask you this. I wanted to say, and God said, "Let there be light." So, trivial question. If God is light, if God is, I mean, no matter where he is, right? If you believe in God, you believe in the existence of God, or his awesomeness, his awesome glory and power and divinity and awesomeness, right? Then he shines, right? Because there can be no darkness in heaven. There can be no darkness in God. There could be no sin in heaven, or any black, anything dark. And don't take that racial. I'm talking about darkness. There can't be. God is just a ball of light, right? I mean, he is a person. That's a whole other video. That's a whole other study. But he is just illuminating glory, light, just so bright you can't even see it, right? There's many scriptures to prove that. So if he is such light, anywhere he goes, everything else is light, right? Everything else becomes light, or everything just gets illuminated because of him, right? Why did he have to divide the darkness from the light? He was creating the light for day, the sun, shine down, and the night, darkness. And he was creating that whole thing. If we wrote, if the scholars wrote it, or the apostles or the disciples wrote everything God literally did step by step, or as we always talk about or joke about, of everything Jesus did, even in the 3 years, we'd fill up libraries upon libraries upon libraries. But God wanted to put it all down in one little book, hope that we would pray and ask him for the truth, and then he would reveal it to us through his Holy Spirit. And we do, but sometimes we miss some things because we're in such a hurry. Slow down. Look at this. Chapter 3. God is light, but he had to divide the light and the darkness, meaning he created day, the sun, and night, the moon. And he separated them so it would be one full day. God did this, and we still call it night and day. Amazing. Pretty simple. Check out the next video for the answers or any responses to this, and or we'll go move on to verse 6 after this.